have live in the studio with us Chris Maduka. Good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Queensley. I can see two of you are already talking about February 14. Two of you are suspects. We are talking about hardship hunger and you're talking about... can you remember? I don't even... well, let me not say anything. But we thank God for another day. We are here again today. Thank God.
You're welcome. I mean, I don't know how to put it anymore because, again, it just looks like it's a hide-and-seek game that NLC is playing. On 1 minute, they are screaming and say this is not going to happen. They are going to get on the street and shut down the economy. And all of a sudden, after one little meeting with the government, they are calling off the so-called planned protests. What's your take on that?
Oh, well, I don't know NLC to halt protests. And I thought, I tell you, Nigeria is a funny country. NLC gave, yesterday we talked about it, NLC gave warning signals. We're not going to accept 50% hike in tariff in telecom services. The one, I think the warning cycle was up to 3 weeks. The federal government didn't do anything until this morning that they have planned to protest. You're setting up 10-man committee to start again. What a country. I've told you, any nation that does not know anybody, any individual, any entity that doesn't know when the rain start beating you, you hardly know when the rain stop beating you. Nigeria is a country where they don't run until the rain drenches both to their bone marrow. That is, it drenches to their bones and marrow. They won't run. You will say, this is rain coming. Nigeria run. People will sit down somewhere speaking Dogo Trenchi. People in authority. What was NCC doing? What was Minister for Telecom and all people in charge, all the line ministers, MDAs, until this morning? I blame the labor. I just hope that one day they will not so much infiltrate them that even the masses will lose interest in labor. The only mouthpiece for common Nigeria. Come on. Look at this. What? Why? Because if there's somebody that I watch a film coming, this is the Scarface. The man is so bold in the film. Tony Montana. He told, oh boy, if you want to shoot, do not talk. I think this is what Labour needs. When they want to hit Nigeria, just go on strike. Let Nigeria know you are making a statement. Don't do this idea of negotiation. We are going to go strike. Oh, it sounds like Nigeria and Nollywood. Somebody gets up from his house in a film. He want to go out and say, I'm going to go to Charles' house. I'm going to kill. So why are you telling us go kill Charles in the film? It looks stupid. This is drama. This is Nollywood. And it's becoming a very serious issue that we are not just comfortable with. By this morning, the Labour should have behaved like the Agama lizard. The Agama lizard said, if I do not do what makes me Agama lizard, children will eat me in both rainy season and dry season. Let NLC, let the Nigerian Labour not become, just if they do not, if you're not, show that they are Agama lizard, the federal government of Nigeria will keep doing them this turner all time. They know they will come. By the time they get to the deadline of their threat, we call them and set up one kangaroo committee. What can kangaroo 10-man committee of federal government not do with tariff hike they've not done now? What do they need committee for that? The people of Nigeria said the hike in tariff is too much. Reduce it, and the case will be over. And they're setting up committee to do what? To negotiate with the labor people and pay them off with the blood and sweat of Nigerians, and then hike continues. And this telecom organization will go to bank with a large funds declaring profit, and we are dying. You are talking about September, is it February 14? If the hike comes, I will tell you, nobody will send love notes, text messages. You know how much they make every February in text messages? How much telecom make in Nigeria in New Year and Christmas celebration sent data the Nigerians consume, 214 million Nigerians, and that's they look at our face and want to set the hike. That's wickedness and insensitivity. And the federal government is dancing around it. Before you know it, it will settle. Then the electricity tariff, they keep them, kindling the embers of that one gradually, small. Very soon, you have hike in telecom 50%. I don't know, the one they said they need up to 65% for the electricity will come. That one is above 50%. By that time, Nigeria will see a hike in fuel price, hike in telecom, hike in electricity. The issue of superinflation, as reported by Guardian this morning, concern is not going to be just super. It's going to be super duper hyper inflation. And Nigerians, the few that will survive it, look at how key CSOs withdrew. They have watered their hands. They cannot convince me that nobody has bribed them. That the telecom is a big mafia organization that have come. They know how to deal with Nigerians. They have a cripple under Nigerians, and they know, I know how they came. How much they bribed Nigerian establishment for MTN and all of them to come here, Airtel, and all that. What are we waiting for? They know what they are doing. They want to bribe their way again and put hike at 50%. Good luck to Nigerians. They go to that lie on his skin. He's lying on the ground, he's lying on his skin. If Nigerians accept it, oh, well, the survival of fittest. Who cannot survive, we die, we bury the person, and we'll continue.
Okay.
But we know why we are crying. The people we are losing and dying for this hardship and hunger, can't they for once? This is the worst time to put 50% hike in tariff.
Okay, Chris. From the Vanguard paper, we saw that Nigeria's oil output rises and federal government bans the exports of crude set aside for local refiners.
Meaning they have been selling the crude set aside for local refiner. That's what they just told. They just told us why we are suffering. Nigerians, you are saying you are refiners, even for why, now it's clear why refinery in Port Harcourt and Warri has not been working. Nigerian government have been selling crude oil meant for local refineries. This is only when they think they are banning it. And this is on paper. You say this is a country? God, I get confused. You are refining crude. I mean, you are exploring crude in your country. You are not reserving the one for your refiners. You sell off and then go back and buy refined product. This is incredible. So only now they are banning it, and they're still confusing. You know, they throw these jokes. We'll be talking about it, and they're doing what they're doing. I don't even trust this. Whether they sell, you know, somebody like sell off your house and go and rent a house to live. That's what it means. Nigeria sold their crude oil and go and import refined and put the price at 1,400 naira for us as Nigerians to be buying. Woe to a nation that do not care. Everybody is in Nigeria now talking about Trump, and then, you know, I just get confused. We don't talk anything about Nigeria again. When you see 2 or 3 Nigerians, they're talking about Trump. These are people who have log of wood in their eyes. They're looking for a man who has just a particle of dust in his eyes to remove. What a country. Nigerians, who do this to now?
Okay, Chris, let's look at the Osun Obaship crisis that has been going on.
Since the government of Nigeria at all level get involved in traditional rulership, these are people they don't want to exist. Allow them to breathe. When has it become government role to appoint Oba for a community? Is it not what is bringing crisis? The crisis has not started there. In Osun, 7 policemen,
Dead.
Innocent people, are sent to go and fight what they do not know about. The history of their great grandparents do not know how Oba is celebrated. Somebody will send you there as policeman to go, and we sit in government house somewhere far off and send people to go and die for nothing. What is the business of Nigerian government in appointing Obas and the traditional rulers? We have been on they want to destroy They want to destroy everything that holds us together. There is another issue of another area where we have crisis of appointing rulership. Kogi, the Ibira land. What's it? Much revered Ohinoyi.
Yeah, Kogi court
sacking Ohinoyi. When does it become the role of court to Nigeria? These are traditional stools that are historical. If you hear of the Oba, or is it Oba of Ilefe, or is it Oba of Oyo? These are the people that have class. Let them know they are sacking the courts and the Nigerian government, that they will gradually cripple it, and everywhere now it becomes, once you smile and you are in the good books, the government, one stupid person in government somewhere will appoint a governor, or an Oba or traditional ruler for your community. That's what is causing this trouble. After all, it's not a political appointment, it's the traditional rules too that have a traditional process. What does government, some of these kids that are finding themselves in government do not know how the history of how Oba is appointed. They don't even know you have Nigerian history. As a child, you read primary history of how traditional rulers are appointed, in Yoruba land, and how they are removed. Government has no hand in it. Now they get interested. They will not look for the welfare of the people of the state. It's only when they go and remove the key traditional rulers that they will go and partner with to have what they call stakeholder engagement and know what the people are feeling. When they remove any powerful one, they put a stooge there who they will give one of those Korean cars that they will just bring it like that. It doesn't last 1 year. When the government will donate those cars that look like toys to traditional rulers, so that they will make them subservient idiots. That when they cough, they will catch cold. That's all the Nigerian government want. They keep destroying the fabric of everything that holds Nigeria together, and they want peace. Look at what is going on in Osun. Is it worth it? How many wars are you going to fight from all fronts for Nigeria to be at peace? When a small community that have done their peace, you go and there and put trouble for them, how they select Oba, they'll be fighting and clean themselves. You go and you expect, don't they know that when this fight continue like this, it will escalate and it can turn into anything. With what is going on now, if people who hate Nigeria go into that community and explore that condition to begin to kill, like, who are you going to say? You clearly invite trouble. Nigeria is a country that want to bring wood, ant-infested firewood into their country, into their house. And lizard, we pay them courtesy call. When lizards come for courtesy call, let nobody care. That's what they are coming. Leave the traditional rulership stools alone. Only partner with them. If you want to know, let the community vote, select their own, submit the name to you, government, recognize that one, let them be their peace. Don't get involved. Well, they are at the top. They feel they have power. Do it with whoever you can, but remember that you be called to answer. University of Environmental Technology in Ogoniland, a good one. A good one. If you remove all the paraphernalia of politics, that is where University of Environmental Technology should be. To tell us, of course, they are obvious. It's just going to escalate it and bring it to the war front. What is happening there officially? You have the eggheads and the professors. They go there and they'll keep presenting paper, telling us what crude oil has done in that environment in the last 500 years up to now. They're making presentation, attending World Congress. That's not what Ogoni people are asking for. They're asking for that. If you eat fish, you did not give us. When you are eating meat, remember us. that the geese that is laying the golden egg should not be forgotten when things are shared. If Ogoniland has been a place where almost 50% of Nigerian crude oil has been explored over years, and the environment has been destroyed. What is government talking about? What have they done to make sure what happened in the past do not repeat itself? And what are they assuring them? What are they thinking about ensuring that said, okay, because we have accepted this, let us bear the blunt. That is our portion. It wasn't by accident that God allowed the crude oil to be in Ogoniland. Why should their blessing be turned into a curse? And these people, they carry other people's cups. People think it's a wooden, it's just a log of wood. Go to Ogoniland, feel what they are feeling. Look at their fishermen, they can't fish again. Their farmers can't farm again. Every land is polluted by crude oil spills and all manner of environmental hazards. And Nigeria has been handling it like this, politics, because it doesn't come. Somebody will come from a community that is safe from all this, go and explore this, or you go there and put it, and these people are suffering, don't care. If you see chickens scattering human feces with these legs, pursue it. Someday you might enter into mama put and say, give me chicken legs. That's what I tell Nigerians. And they think, no concern me. One day, generation upon generation, after all, some of these children you have given so much money, they travel abroad to go, they leave Nigeria, can get involved in marriage there. Do you know Ofeke? They say the Ofeke, Efuref, does not know when you pass the frontage of his in-laws place. So Nigerians Ofeke don't know that Ogoniland is not existing in isolation. There are people, even your children can meet girls from Ogoniland accidentally and marry them. So if you, as a big man in Aso Rock, can suddenly become an in-law to Ogoniland. Do you wait for that to happen before you look into Ogoni as our people that are existing with us? There are issues. People who are losing their thing must look for it. You can't tell me this is, look at your mouth when you are eating your own food. No matter how my mouth looks, I eat my own food. Ogoni people are making demand on Nigeria. Meet them at least halfway and negotiate with them. They want clean up the environment. And a lot of people have lost their life through that. By either way, Nigeria, they know. That one is history. But if we begin today to be okay, then we thank God for it. Nate have told us how much money we earned in 24 years. And how many barrels of crude oil we lost in this. I don't know whether they same 24 years. And you ask, Obi went to army. Where is Obi's boot as evidence? Nigeria has earned this much. In Charles, mention that figure. It's dizzy. If I mention it, I'll feel dizzy. Money Nigeria have earned. You were expecting that any country that have earned that amount of money in 24 years would have been like Dubai.
$831.1 billion in 24 years.
And you look at the ones. The idea is that you even look at the barrels. The barrels they lost.
Lost 701.48 billion barrels of crude.
And Nigerians are not ashamed. Who do this to us? You say you are losing that quantity of barrel. Now in Nigeria, what we hear is the quantity we lost. Nobody has told Nigerians how much crude oil we explore in a day. How many barrels do we get in a day? So that when you are telling us that a barrel of oil is $90 in international market, we'll be using that to say times it by the number of crude the Nigerian government declared we have explored and drilled in a day. No, they won't tell you that. When they do mago, we lost crude oil. Who is stealing it? Crude oil has become kai. The jar kai that evaporates when you open it. Those ones, that's the real one. Charles, there's a problem. NAS will resume today to accelerate tax reform bills. So all the NAS is coming back to do is to accelerate tax reform bills.
They're looking to also sign the budgets this week. I don't know how anticipatory that you are about it. The budget is supposed to have been signed on the 31st of January. That's what they promised in December when they went on recess. But that's December 31st is not gone. We're 4 days into February. So I'm hoping that this week they might most likely sign the appropriation bill.
The bills of appropriation, the budget, is all playing to the gallery. It has no single effect in the life of Nigerians. They were supposed to have been signed since 31st of January.
Yes.
And we are into
4 days into February.
and then the passing on the hula barrow and the effort and the celebration of passing the presentation of the budget happened since November, December, and Nigeria is still going on, telling you that these people have made up their mind what they are doing. This is our ceremonies. They just create it and bring it and then throw it to people. In Nigerians will be at beer parlors when people who can afford to drink beer will be disturbed. People at read the newspaper for free joints will be shouting and fighting and killing themselves over what the people who are governing Nigeria and the establishment have made up their mind and they have moved on. But you know, the way you make your mat, you lie on it. Because any child that says the mama cannot sleep, two things: either you will not have a junior brother, or you too will not sleep. So it's the way whatever you sow, you reap. Nigeria, what you sow, you reap. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Chris, for your insights on the newspaper headlines and reviews today, Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. We're back after this break. To stay with us.